can you feel the fear of losing approval?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the sweetness of your face?
Mm-hmm.
See more of that come out that I was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And you're actually more giving here. You can feel it in your hands. You're actually being more generous here.
Mm-hmm.
As an observer, right? So you're on the outside, you're watching this versus that.
Right.
You know, what feels better for you watching?
That.
Yeah. You know, and then here, where you're doing it backwards, right? You're doing, well, the opposite. Which, when you first tried, you had no real idea what that was, right? You know, if we
Right.
look here, you were, you know, it was a little confusing at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what does this feel like?
That felt less comfortable physically.
Sure. As you watch it, what does it feel like?
It feels more nurturing.
Yeah, I mean, look at your face.
Right.
You know, look at the
Yeah.
expression.
Yeah.
There's such a care.
Mm.
By seeing this, you can see it for yourself. You can see that when you're doing the opposite of what you think is the right way, it gets a tremendously more functional result.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's as simple as that. And so
Yeah.
all you need to do is move towards the opposite.
Yeah.
It's not that you need to do the other definition. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that you're giving, but you need to do receiving. It's that your definition of giving and receiving is inaccurate. Those
Right.
need to shift.
Right.
Because you're already doing that right now. You're like, okay, well, I don't think I'm a good giver, so I'm going to try to give. Well, the problem is your definition of giving, you know, is inaccurate.
Right. Right. Right.
So it does. You can try to do that all you want for the next 40 years. Look how much giving I'm doing, and we're actually going to see that. We're going to see what happens when you're giving. This is incredible stuff because
Yeah, I love this.
you know, you can go decades of your life thinking you're being generous and giving, and it being not that at all in reality. Right. And there's
Right.
no way else to know without getting feedback. And this way through the body with the video is highly accelerated. It's some of the most advanced process, you know, that we have on the planet, because normally you'd have to wait years, months, or years, or many years in order to get the physical manifestations to show up to let you know what you're doing is accurate. Your feminine is going a little crazy. Your masculine is just kind of going in circles. You know, they're not on the same page. So what that practically means in your your life and business is that your masculine relationship, your masculine and feminine are out of relationship. So the your intuitive, creative, feminine aspects, qualities, approaches, skills, and your linear, logical, masculine, structural skills and approaches and ways of being and the resources, they're doing different things. And so it's not good or bad, right or wrong, and we're a lot more functional and powerful when instead of these doing different things, you know, they're on the same page. Because then they're collaborating. Your masculine and feminine are working together rather than being off in their own worlds. And what you can see here is that if you take your father and your mother, or whoever your two primary figures are, the father tends to be in the masculine side, you know, the mother in the feminine side. And quite often, you know, we can see here that your parents, you know, probably were kind of doing their own things. It doesn't.
They're not very connected. Yeah, for sure.
you're offering yourself up, but you're abandoning yourself.
Mm.
And so it's not about, this is not giving, this is seeking acceptance.
Definitely.
This is proving your worth, and not even proving it in a demonstrating way. It's a, I want
It's
you
like
to see it.
praise. Yeah. It's like a begging.
Yeah. It doesn't actually feel like there's stuff in your hands. Like it feels like it's all slipping through your fingers. Like it's empty. Like your hands are going through empty air. There's a little bit. You're getting little bits. You're not starving and dying, but for the amount of effort you're putting in here, what's actually coming in is minuscule. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
So my feeling is, growing up, you didn't have a reference point for generosity.
Probably not.
Yeah. There's big question marks everywhere. You can I can draw a little question mark here, a little question mark here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is this is neat. You're offering and you're bringing in. So it's but the feeling is you're kind of just throwing at them, and you're quickly taking the money. So here, what this feels like is you're afraid of intimacy in the exchange. You can hold on to it, you throw it, but it's almost like, okay, I made the sale. Here you go. Here's your product. All right, here's the money. Okay. And it's not going in, right? You're making the money. You're clenching it in your fists. You're not taking it in. So there's a fear. You're holding on to it. Sound familiar?
Yep.
Isn't it? It's fucking amazing.
Fucking amazing.
It's incredible. I mean, this stuff saved my life. When we talk about your income, when we talk about your business, 15 seconds to make money, 1 second to spend money. What does that tell you about internally, your relationship to these archetypes? What strategies, and I refer to it as somatic resourcefulness, right? When we look at your somatic resourcefulness to spending money, you have access to one element of that very quickly. Your somatic resourcefulness for making money and all these other things, you don't have those neural pathways lined up nearly as fast.
Totally.
Which has a 100% correlation to the rest of your life. This is day one. This, and you've hired coaches, you've worked with people, you've done this stuff. This free day one shows more than most people's 3 years in.
It's just so pinpointed.
Yeah, it's all here. The thing is, where everything is, where it's all going, but you're not intimate with them. You're not you know where the money's going, but you don't connect with the place that it's going.